From my hidden perch among the shelves, I watched him prepare to feed his turtles. But wait. Something was wrong. My premonition was coming true. Something weird was happening. As he struggled to unscrew the jar lid, Mr. Mortman's face began to change. His head floated up from his turtleneck and started to expand like a balloon being inflated. I uttered a silent gasp as I saw his tiny eyes poke out of his head. The eyes bulged bigger and bigger until they were as big as doorknobs. Mr. Mortman continued to hum, even as his head bobbed and throbbed above his shoulders, and his eyes bulged out as if on stems, poking straight up like insect antennae. And then his mouth began to twist and grow. It opened wide, like a gaping black hole on the enormous bobbing head. Mr. Mortman sang louder now, an eerie, frightening sound, more like an animal howling than singing. He pulled off the lid of the jar and let it fall to the desk. It clanged loudly as it hit the desktop. I leaned forward, struggling to see, squinting hard. I saw Mr. Mortman dip his fat hand into the jar. I could hear a loud buzzing from the jar. He pulled out a handful of flies. I could see his eyes bulge even wider. I could see the gaping black hole that was his mouth. He held his hand briefly over the turtle cage. I could see the flies, black dots, all over his hand, in his palm, on his short, stubby fingers. I thought he was going to lower his hand to the aluminum pan. I thought he was going to feed the turtles. But instead, he jammed the flies into his own mouth. I shut my eyes and held my hand over my mouth to keep from puking or screaming. I held my breath, but my heart kept racing. I wanted to shout. I wanted to run. Mr. Mortman, I realized, was a monster. Greetings, Internet, and welcome to Bookworms Goosebumps Retrospective. Today, we listen to number 8, To the Girl Who Cried Monster. Lucy loves monsters. It's all she ever thinks about. Every day, she comes up with new monster stories to scare her little brother, family, and friends, until she finds a real one disguised as the librarian, Mr. Mortman. But nobody believes her tall tale. How can she tell the truth when no one will listen? This is, without a doubt, my favorite book I've read so far. It's one of the best stories that kept me on the edge of my seat. I love the spin on the boy who cries wolf tale. I love how scary it is every time Lucy has to go into the library, and how it has one of the best twists that knocked my ass off. The cover is also a true classic, with the girl staring in shock at the gross, hideous monster. Oh wait, that's his human form. Awkward, but still creepy as all hell. She's got the monster of all problems. We've all had those times when we knew something is true, but nobody will believe us, either because of your age, history, etc., and the drive to bring the truth out, because you know danger when you see it. I have to say it again. All the scenes of Lucy in the library with Mortman are just brilliant. The prose keeps you constantly invested, because you never know if this time will be her demise, or if she will get the proof. I also have to bring up a little addition with this story. Lucy is part of a reading group, but she prefers to read stories about monsters, while Mortman keeps pushing her to read classic books, saying that most stories about monsters are trash, that kids shouldn't read. Geez, I wonder if Stein is telling us something. If there is one itty-bitty critique I have to give, is that the twist and ending is rushed. That is not to say the twist isn't good. It is freaking fantastic. M. Night wishes he could make a twist like this. But I would have loved a few more pages to explore this revelation, instead of brushing it off and finishing the book too fast for my taste. However, this is simply amazing. This one actually scared me while reading. That really says something about how well this book is written. If you find it, get it. You won't be disappointed. What about you, Internet? What's your opinion? Till next time, have a scary day.